Alright, welcome back toward the east, and yeah. This is looking almost like game over at this point. Because that is a serious hit. We need to shift these guys, if possible. Yeah, there's the guys in. Thankfully, these guys can get off the train and form up a nice reserve line. And they held, of course they held. Alright, his logistics can't hold this up for long. Plenty of 5. Just needs one strong counterattack to really mess him up. Alright, let's move the HQ somewhere safe first. Alright, see who we can retreat back. Come on, one of you's got to be able to get over the river. There we go. Alright, you are now in a too dangerous situation to hold. Come on, someone's got to be able to get into there. Shatter that guy there. Alright. Never give in to despondency. Just because your enemy's numerous doesn't mean they're strong. Right, let's continue deploying the armed forces. Alright, this is not winnable, by the way. I fully admit. But I'm going to make this as tough as I can. Alright. This is annoyance. It's doing quite well at finding the spots where I'm weak. Mainly because it's most of the line. There's nowhere really here I can counterattack either. Down here we gotta actually track these guys down. Yes, we know. Tunnel poles evacuating. Alright. Because there's no way I can realistically now stop the mass surrender of Hungary, because he can basically move troops in. Budapest will be next. And then he'll be on his way to yeah, because looks like the Italians now are in Slovakia. The entire south has surrendered. These guys are cut off, no supplies. Have I actually had these years and just not noticed they were mobile? Or they all converted to Italian? Anyway, Budapest will be his next target. If and when Budapest falls, it's going to be interesting. Anyway, what's happening in this section of the line? We've got a spot here we can set some troops running. I'm still angry with myself completely missing that southern thing. I should have remembered. Didn't. And I've only got myself to blame. There we go. Probably being far too aggressive doing this, but what are you going to do? Alright. So, I messed up in the north, I messed up in the south. The centre's about the only place where I haven't been. I've just, I've never recovered from those opening turns. I just completely and utterly screwed up my circumvents, and I've never been able to get the troops back up and running. It's just part of how it is. Alright. And you guys up and running? Not yet. I mean, that's looking threatening there. That could turn it, if we get mud or something like that soon, which isn't for another couple of months, yeah, we might have a chance. But yeah, it's mainly down to when I call this now. I'd like to see fighting going out, but once he's up into Budapest in numbers, there's pretty much nothing I can do. I haven't got the troops to pull back to full that. Anything else would just be a mass retreat to a line like that, which wouldn't get me anything. We'll see. I'm going to fight it out for a few more turns at least. Alright, welcome back to one west, east. I would probably wish it was the west. Alright, let's do Operation Rescue all these bull buggers. Oh, that is not a good place for that to be. Yeah, my chances of breaking through to all these guys is pretty minimal at this point. Thankfully, it's only getting relatively weak encirclements. Alright. Deploying the tanks did not help much. As a human, he is much happier just stepping forward and annihilating everything. No one's willing to make that last little step, apparently. Alright. We can shift him. No, alright. Right, these guys. There we go, let's collapse that back a little bit. Alright, that line has severely contracted a bit. It's got too many guards units. Oh, shattered those guys. Right, you've reformed. Just down here, there's nothing I can do. But pull him back so he doesn't get cut off. It looks like we've got a little somebody fast like a tank unit to go through here. Which I need to prevent. Because that is the aim for the big cut-off. If he can link those two, I'm in serious trouble. I don't really see how I can prevent it at this point. Apart from a major retreat off the front. What's the wrong button? The thing is, I can't just pull all these units off. It's going to have to be a slow and managed withdrawal. These guys having no AP basically means that they're gone. I'm losing lots of tank units. Perhaps use the tank units to try and stem the flow. Alright. Of course, I moved all the Hungaries off the line before Hungary was being threatened with invasion, so... Like, can somebody please hunt this guy down? It's just insulting, isn't it? Can't even deal with the guys in the back line, because I can't pull the troops off I need to. he can just seem to be able to just pull those odd little guys through. Just poke a couple of guys through a hole. Just make my life hell. That's a costly attack. Tanks need to come off the line if possible. Stem this assault up here. Grigsby is definitely his next one. Do I move troops off the main line to try and stop them? The Italians are all out of kind of connection, so they're all technically isolated. They can't move. / stuck in the mountains. Right, has anyone else activated up here? These two have. Rail them up to about here. Because I'm going to need to replace a load of units next turn. This is disastrous. Too rusty to be to play multiplayer games, apparently. Especially against someone who's a lot better at it. I'm just going to blame this to the fact I have to try and limit my turns to like 20 minutes. It's a weak defense, but it's the only one I've got. The reality is I'm just a poor player. Alright. That is the best I can do without just abandoning hundreds of units on the front. But he got far too close, and there is a good chance he might actually be able to connect this up. I just don't have the units to stop him. Although I do, but they're all the way up here. That Northern Adventure was a mitigated disaster. I should have pulled back a lot earlier. But, you know, you aim for what you can get, don't you? If it pulled off, it would have given me a chance to survive. There's a lot more of a chance. And I'm not one to stand around and play calm anyway. Alright, I shall see you next time.